Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking and search results to get onto the first page of Google, the search volume and traffic that these top sites are getting, along with the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business. Now, organically getting your page ranked using proper SEO techniques has always been the best long-term investment with the best returns for your business. Running ads or being Google guaranteed is a great method that we utilize to get immediate leads in the short term or in an emerging market that you're trying to branch into, but always used in conjunction with SEO. Now, compared to the amount of search volume you get to your site, the cost per click or per call would be more expensive, but probably the most beneficial part is that you're building equity in your brand that will always remain. Now, when you've reached your ad spend budget, your listing disappears and your entire web presence along with it. But your website, though it may drop in rank a bit if you're inactive with it, will still be there to generate leads. So to highlight the areas that you need to improve in order to achieve this, what I've done is taken your website, as well as from this search, I take the top 2 ranking companies, and I put all of them into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So we can see just by a couple of these quick numbers why these websites are ranking higher than yours, but let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve them. Now, when Google is determining in what order to rank websites in search results, it uses 2 different factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site, which basically boils down to a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And this acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if say the local news station did an article or a write-up on their website, something to do with like say the top 10 best HVAC contractors in the Tampa area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website. That's considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now there are a lot of domains that you can create backlinks to, and any kind of blogs, editorials, guest posts, press releases. However, one strong and very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, or phone number appears in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Better Business Bureau. These are usually always free. It just takes some time to find each and every one of them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So taking a look at some of these numbers again, you can see that Google is trusting or having a little bit more authority in these sites. However, yours is a very good example of how it's not just a matter of quantity, because you technically have more websites referring and more backlinks, but it also has to do with the quality. So certain websites are a little bit more trustworthy than others. So if they have more trust or authority to start with, they transfer more through the backlink. So without getting super technical, there are in your backlink profile a lot of websites that either have a low amount of authority or they have very low traffic. Meaning if nobody's going to those sites, then Google doesn't really see them as very authoritative because they're not relevant because nobody is searching and going towards them. So like I said, there's a few different factors here, unlike just having the most number of website domains linking back, which you do, yet they're still far outranking yours on the first page. Now, the second factor for ranking the website is the content on your page. So if we take a look at that in here, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your website, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do a little bit of research both in the market and on your competitors to try to find all the highest volume keywords and making sure that those are being found and ranked properly on your page. So for instance, I don't know if you do duct sealing. That's on your website, so I'm assuming, but let's say you do, 6,600 people per month are searching for that. If your website was on the first page and ranked for that particular search, those 6,600 people would be seeing your site. And we're very conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume is a potential lead for the business. So a ranked website could be looking at a potential of 660 leads per month, whether it's through a phone call or a form submit email on their website. Now, obviously, depending on what the conversion rate is for people that call you to actually get a job done, and then the job profit margin varies greatly from each job, but you can just see how the sheer volume of leads coming in per month definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the year. And that's just off one keyword. So we repeat that same process for all the keywords that are relative to services you offer and areas that you service, making sure that those are included on the page and properly picked up by Google. Now, to do this, Google has a formula to find these keywords on your site. So if we take a look at your site here, first off, I love this video. I think this is a great personal touch. It shows the strength of your fleet, how many vehicles you have. I can't imagine the logistics of putting this all together, but like this is a great personal touch for somebody to see. So that creates a lot of trust right there for the consumer. As far as the layout, I think it's great too. I mean, we've got all the headers with all the information that people could want. It's mobile optimized to be clicked so they can one-click call. The only issue that I'm potentially seeing here with the site is just the amount of content on it. The reason why that is an issue is because Google doesn't care about the layout, doesn't look at the video, and it just basically being a computer, the first thing it's going to do is come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, then the more likely it is to recommend you in search results. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's also searching for all those keywords. So any kind of services that you offer, and then any kind of areas you offer it in. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one keyword for every 150 words of text on the page. So for every service or location or keyword in general that you want to be found for, means the more content that has to be added to the page. And then additionally, in order for a keyword to be qualified and picked up by Google, the corresponding 150 words of text has to be relative in describing that particular keyword. So if you're talking about electrical, you need to have 150 words qualifying that and relative to electrical work. Same thing for a location, services in your location. It all has to be relative to the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So if we go back to the search results, obviously the first section that comes up is the Google guaranteed and the ads. Underneath that is always going to be what we call the Google Map Pack. Now this is a pretty important area to try to get into as well because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're also at the top of the page. Now to be listed in here, you just need to optimize your Google business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone if necessary. You want to add as much information in here as you can. So all the services you offer, the area, hours of operation. You get 750 characters for your business description. You want to use all that and put some keywords in there as well. Then you really want to add photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting to the profile on a regular basis because Google really rewards activity. Then you want to collect as many reviews and get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. So this is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from highly authoritative and trustworthy websites is going to help you climb and outrank the competition so that once your site is ranked, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. So I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence to use your website to generate some leads for you. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business, whether it's specific services or different areas, and do some research on our end to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And we always appreciate at least getting some feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful. So please let me know what you thought. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.